All right. Thank you. Glad to be back for a redemption run, not gonna lie. All right, so Tony Hawk's Underground 2. This one is a little bit fast-paced, so we'll try to keep up with the comms and let everyone know what's happening. But for the most part, it is pretty much the same as what Kate's run is, just a little bit less involved, just faster overall. So time starts now. All right, so the formula for FUG 2 is pretty simple. A bunch of levels, there's 4 skaters in each level, and we're just gonna try stack as many of the goals as we can. The reason that we gotta use keyboard for that one. The reason that we get these 4 skaters is because they unlock more goals that are specific to them. And yes, that is Benjamin Franklin. FUG 2 kind of went off the rails with what content was in the game. We mentioned before that it was like a... Oh, did I miss the timing? I did. It was like a Viva La Bam Jackass knockoff, and that's because it's doing what's called the World Destruction Tour, where it's basically going a tour of a bunch of different cities around the world, they do crimes. And the skaters that we get are usually, they're either celebrities, pro skaters, or fictional characters of some note. So for instance, this is Jesse James, who was prevalent on MTV at the time. All right, that's Boston done, pretty quick and easy. A lot of the tech is pretty simple. We don't do many things in the way of butt slaps, but combo management is obviously quite important. Another thing to note is that even though we can unlock other skaters, we don't need to use those skaters. Some of them are required. Yes, we just threw a tomato at that person, don't worry about it. We can use those other skaters or characters. But we don't have to, especially with Catbag. We didn't get to see it in Kate's run, but you will see it with this run for 2 events in particular. All right, that is Stevo, by the way. Shout outs to Stevo. Hello, aim. There we go.
Yeah, this game you kind of, instead of doing 1 goal at a time, you're kind of stacking like 3 or 4 and doing them all at once, like juggling them as you go throughout the level. So it's a lot faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think you really have to start a lot of the goals. Like, you might, like, interact with someone and you can just sort of, like, do a goal, but then, like, during that goal, you can, like, interact with another person to start the next goal at the same time.
Kind of. So what we're going to, for instance, what we're going to do here, we're going to start the arcade machine, which is this version of competitive, but we're also going to do 4 goals in the meantime. So we need to do this combo, and while we're doing that, we can even do this one, where we've just got to jump off the bull dung. And we also are going to set ourselves on fire. That's unfortunate that that was there. I was really hoping to try that trick this run. All right, cannonball. And then before we do anything, we do have to end that. We don't want to save. Change level. No, what have we missed? Focus combo. That's all right.
But yeah, so that sort of like contributes to like the quick pace of this run, because it's like you can just sort of go around at the start and be like, do this mission, do this mission, do this mission, and then like complete the rest all at one time.
Yep. All right.
There's Phil Margera.
Phil Margera and Bear Margera. The story, obviously, nothing consequential, but it's Team Hawk versus Team Bam. And it's like you do all this stuff, the team with the most points at the end of it wins. All right, so we're going to try do our butt slap here. So flip. Nope, that was a miss. So yeah, it was you do a flip while holding down the ollie, and then you can buffer ollie inputs. There we go.
Nice.
And then we're going to do it again. We can't see the trick for some reason, but normally, I'll just do a quick demo of it. So normally we would do rocket air over this communication, but we've got the Catbag trick set to be called rocket air. And the reason that we do that is Catbags allow us to do butt slaps a little bit easier. So we don't have to have it assigned to it. It just makes it easier for that particular trick.
Yeah, it makes the window for the butt slap timing slightly bigger, so it makes it a bit easier.
Can I get this before? No, okay, that's fine. We're trying to get clean focus combos. And there we have Paulie Wheels of Fury Ryan, 10-year-old skating madman who will no longer be grinding on wood chippers. Oh, that was a weird bonk.
But yeah, a lot of the fundamentals of this game are similar to Thug 1. I believe it's like the same engine and everything. It's just a new story.
Yeah, it's pretty much identical.
It's almost exactly the same. There's some slight differences, like you can't in-air drift when you're off board and like a few little things like that. But it's mostly the same engine.
All right, so now we're in Sydney.
Got a nice little Sydney, Australia. This one is actually kind of, this is the first I would call the run killer. I tried doing a shuffle there. There's a couple of things in this one that are just weird. The butt slap on this one, the timing on the ramp is a little bit different for some reason. But the lines overall, I think, are more fun to do. All right, so we're going to time the focus. There we go. Cool. We're going to jump up here. Not a spin. Perfect.
Kenny Koala.
Kenny
Shout
Koala.
Shout out Kenny.
All right. I might let this cutscene play just so you can get an idea of the chaos in the game.
Like, again, this is just crime. No, not Kenny.
It unlocks a new area.
Yep. There's a couple of levels in this game that have something similar, but that one's actually required.
Yeah, it's a big...
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, that's very nice. It's a big thing in the earlier games, like you do a certain mission in the or a certain goal in the within the game, and it like unlocks a new area with new goals.
All right, this one is probably the most important tech in the game. It's called text skip storage. Essentially, what happens is when you finish a level, normally you would get text messages. We're going to ignore that one. And the text messages say, hey, let's go to the next area. However, I forgot what the combo for, was it this? There we go. Certain levels in this game have two sections, the section that you do and then a story-related mission after the fact. So what we can do is with Tony Hawk, we can go to him, press the talk, and then go to the next level. So if we finish a goal to get the 400 points that we need to go to the next level, we can save that text message, go into the next area, and then use that to skip that section entirely and skip to the next level. So we're going to do it here, where we are going to end the current run. And if it's done quick enough, let's go now.
Nice.
So we have to do it here, and we have to do it in Skatopia as well.
Yeah, it skips like all the finale missions in the game that you get.
Yeah, and it is a considerable amount of time. Not as much on easy, but when you start going to like 100% and higher difficulties, it becomes a lot more important. Now we're in New Orleans. We are going to raise the dead, for lack of a better phrase. It is exactly what we're doing. We're unlocking the crypts. We're raising the dead. We get some demon ghoul on a tricycle. Yeah. Bit of a weird game, this one. Bit of a fever dream is what I would say.
This is probably my favorite level.
It's a great level, yeah. The goals especially.
All right, so we are going to spine transfer into hell. I'm not kidding. Jump out. Even though that's where the goal is, for my particular route, it's... Ooh, I don't know why it keeps doing that.
Nice
it's not favorable to start in that direction because I need to do that.
Nice.
Perfect. We're gonna
saved Norlands.
Save Norlands. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I think I keep accidentally flicking the stick when I do my caveman. If you do a trick out of caveman, that includes a manual. Come on. There we go.
Nice.
All right.
You do the air manual and you kind of locked into it.
Yep. All right. Again, same trick. We have another one coming up where we have to... we have to do a focus combo, land, talk to Tony.
Special tricks, like, the longer you go through the series, they just get, like, more and more absurd.
Yep. The weirdness, I think, started in Pro Skater 4, and they got very creative with it.
They got crazy.
All right, Skatopia, an actual physical location, even though it seems like a bit of a fever dream in itself. All right, we're going to...
Is real Bigfoot there?
We don't know. Maybe, maybe not.
We'll have to go.
All right, this is the only time we're doing this abuse. This is the retry goal abuse. So there's a couple of goals in this particular area where it's just faster for us to do the... Oh, no. We do the little grind on the ledge. That starts its own combo goal. And then we do retry last goal after we fail it. All right, so climb up the tree. All right. Nada spin, acid drop. Get off. Tag. Perfect. Bigfoot. Bigfoot's character is super fun. Essentially, he takes the engine from the scooter in the first level, sticks it on the board, and Bigfoot comes and steals it. All right, this gap is a little bit tricky. We want to try land in a particular spot and then perfect.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, now this one will actually take a little bit of explaining. So normally the goal is to transfer from that ledge to that ledge. One of the things that Bigfoot can't do is get off his board. But the caveman action still works. So what we're going to do is we're going to spine transfer over this ledge, revert, hold caveman, and then move slowly over here to this ledge. We don't want to go too fast because if we air out, this is the goal that we need for the text storage to get to BAM, which is why we do it this way. So we have to slowly go over that. Otherwise, if we air out or potentially bail, we either have to do it, redo it, or we miss the skip entirely. Sorry, it is different to Pro Skater 1+2. All right, there we go. Ooh, it's a bit close.
That's fine. Should whack.
There we
Nice.
go. Ooh. Okay, that was a bit slow. We have to save all the animals because of all the fireworks going off that we didn't set. Okay, perfect. And then time is coming up in a moment. We are comboing down this mountain. And time.
Shrek 2!
Shrek 2!
Wow.
That one it's pretty self-explanatory. Activision had the publishing rights to Shrek, so they released Shrek 2 and this at the same time. You could actually play a Shrek. Hold on, we'll go and pull them up right now, just for funsies. And it is the most cursed version of Shrek you've probably seen.
This whole game seems kind of cursed, I'm not going to lie.
All right, so we've got Ben Franklin, a bullfighter, a graffiti tagger, the shrimp vendor, the jester, and Shrek.
Yes! Oh. Don't like that.
Real quick, let's go through a couple donations.
Absolutely.
Very quick. We have $15 from Holly G. Says, your small human says you're great and she loves you, with a smiley face. Have a $5 donation from Tim Tam Slam saying, is there an Adelaide map in any of the Tony Hawks? And then a $19 donation from Baffy saying, put this towards Modern Warfare 2. So, again, thank you all for all your generous donations, and thank you for an awesome Tony Hawk block. That was so much fun.
Thank you so much to Jimmy and Kate for joining me. It is a fantastic couch, and I hope we can bring it back often. The Hawk block is probably one of my more favorite, obviously, biased or non-biased regardless. I think it's one of the best blocks that we have. Up next, we have Hit and Run. which is going to be sick. It's crowd control. Get on it.
Absolutely. Do not go anywhere while we set up that awesome Simpsons hit and run. That's also going to be the end of my time here at the host desk. Again, thank you all so much for all your generous donations. Real quick, before I go, I do want to also, say thank you to MSI for sponsoring ASM2024. MSI stands as a global powerhouse in gaming and content creation, reaching across more than 120 countries, renowned for their cutting-edge products, including laptops, desktops, graphics cards, monitors, motherboards, peripherals, and more. MSI works closely with the gaming community to optimize product design, embodying their commitment as a true gaming brand. Thank you all so much, and again, do not go anywhere.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. This is the Australian Speedrun Marathon, and up next we have Simpsons Hit and Run or Story Missions. I am Megaslayer321A. I will be your penultimate host for the penultimate run. Take us away, Atomic Caleb.